instructors! Welcome to Insightful. My name is Stella, and in this video we'll be exploring peer evaluations in more detail. Peer evaluations allow students to provide feedback to their teammates on their work, as well as reflect on their own performance to improve their own work. Peer evaluations can also help instructors understand student dynamics and group work, so without further ado, let's get started. To set up your peer evaluations, go to the More tab on the navigation bar and select Evaluations in the drop-down. Next, click on Create Evaluation. Name your peer evaluation, then decide on the format you want to utilize. In a zero-sum game, students are given 100 points and must distribute them among their team members based on their efforts. The total number of points distributed cannot be greater than 100. This is a simple and fast way to create a peer evaluation. On the other hand, you have a fully customizable rubric that you can use to specify the criteria and parameters by which you want the students to evaluate one another. The rubric is the more complex of the two and gives instructors great control over what they want students to focus on when reviewing each other. Next, set up your tooltips to guide your students to write better evaluations. Some advice you can give your students includes being honest and professional and providing detailed explanations of what their teammates did well on and how they can improve. It is best if you can leave some examples so students feel more comfortable being constructive. Determine if you want this evaluation to be available to all the teams or just a few. Then, set up a time frame for which you want the evaluation to be available, as well as a due date. If you have further instructions for your students, you can write them in the details box below. Lastly, determine if you want the results of the evaluation to be released to your students. If so, set a date for when you want the results to be released. This date must be set to after the evaluation period is over, so all the students can have a chance to complete their evaluations before the results are released. You can also choose to have the results be anonymous for your students. Note that if you have any sample peer evaluations you want to share with your students, you can attach them to this evaluation by clicking on the Add Resources button on the right. Before you publish this evaluation, click View as Student to see what this evaluation will look like on the student end. Once everything looks good, you can publish the evaluation immediately or save it as a draft or schedule it to post at a later time. Students will be notified via email that evaluations are now accessible once peer evaluations have been published. After students have completed their evaluations, you can view the results by navigating back to the peer evaluations page and clicking View Submissions. Again, students will be notified via email that the results of their peer evaluations are available once they are released on the date you have set. And that's a closer look on how to use peer evaluations on Insightful. Please give this tutorial a thumbs up if you found it helpful and leave a comment if you have any questions. Thanks for watching!